Okay. So welcome once again to Mata Sundur Open University. This is MA Political Science. Uh, I'm your faculty, Panthor Devarma. This is the second session. So last class we have discussed the first block, is it not? We have discussed the first block, starting from ancient Greek philosophy, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. So we'll be discussing the second block. So I'm your faculty, and if you have any contact or doubt or queries, you can contact in this mobile number and email during the office hour. So your course name is Western Political Thought. Western Political Thought matlab jo western side of the world hai. So the planet Earth, which we live in, we are the eastern side. It's not Asian. We are Asian country, so we are on the eastern side. And whatever the ideas and thoughts we are discussing is from the western side. That is the European American side. We are discussing the block 2. So in the previous class, what we have discussed, ancient Greek political thought, rationalism, education important. Last class, we have seen that the thinkers like Aristotle, Plato, and all, they always talk about rational thing. We should be logical. Whatever decision, whether it is political decision or political sphere or personal or anywhere, we should be always logical. Whatever decision we take, we should take a logical decision. That's what it means to say. And education. In our life, education is very much important. Knowledge and education is very important, so we must keep on learning. So that is what we have learned in the last class. We should remember that. And Socrates, what Socrates has said, that knowledge is a virtue. Knowledge is one of the most important components which we must have. Virtue means a quality. Knowledge is a quality which we should desire. We should desire for more knowledge. We should want to achieve more and more knowledge. Okay, so as knowledge is not limited, so knowledge is a virtue, it's a quality we should always strive for. We should always try to gain more and more knowledge. That's what Socrates said. We discussed about Plato's justice theory. Plato's justice theory, if you remember, he talked about there are 3 types of class in society, 3 types of people. One who is very wise, wisdom, intelligent, they should be the ruler in the country. Second, those who are very brave and spirited, those who are strong and brave, those who have that kind of personality, they should become what? Soldier, military, BSF or this border army, in the army, those who are the strong. And those who are the producer class, they have temperament and creativity. Those who are creative minded, who like to produce, they have to be the producer class, like a farmer and more artists and all these things. So there are 3 types of people in society. When they do their own work without disturbing others, that's how justice can be brought in the society. That's how Plato talk about. Education, Plato talk about educating the children, okay, from small age till the age of 50 years. There are different, in the early age, they will be taught different things, in the middle age, different things, in the later one, more difficult. First things, when the child is born, he should be given like gymnastic, exercise, small tasks. But as he grow, as the child grow, he should be trained that he can become a leader one day. Okay, so there's communism of wives and property. Plato said that a leader should not have wives and property, because if they have wives and property, they will become selfish and nepotism and all might happen. So that's how Plato talk about. So we also talk about Aristotle political ideas about citizenship. Who can be a citizen? Those who have come from outside businessmen, they cannot be citizen. Those who are children, they cannot be citizen. Those who are the old people, they cannot be citizen, because they cannot function fully. Only those who are young, strong, and actively participate in government, they can be the citizen. So these are the things we have discussed in the previous class. And today what we are going to discuss is medieval thought, divine right to so church versus state. What we discussed in the earlier classes about the ancient political thought, ancient time, okay, like we say BC also, before Common Era. Ancient time is like 1300 BCE, 300 BCE, 200 BCE, that is like 2000 years ago. What happened 2000 years ago? What we have discussed this medieval, that means from 15th century. 15th century means like 600 years ago, 500 years ago. What are the ideas? Okay. So first ancient, today is medieval. Divine right. What happened is that as we progress in the history, is it not? We all have studied history subject also. Before, what is there today, what is there is totally different. Then history has been changing. Okay, history has been changing, and then we have come from one place to another place. Before there was no airplane, before there was no mobile phone, but we have evolved. So same way, this subject also, political science also, it has evolved. So what we can see is that during the period between medieval and ancient time, so is B.Tech time, whatever the time was there, Charles versus state problem was there. There was always a debate and discussion that who should be more powerful, whether the Charles should be more powerful or the state should be more powerful, whether the religion should be more powerful or the government should be more powerful. That was a discussion during that time. Like we are going to study the thinkers of thought like Saint Augustine, Saint Aquinas. From their name, you can know Saint means about a church, about the religion. So we're going to discuss about them. His ideas, Citas Dei versus Civitas Terrana. We're going to discuss Saint Aquinas, reason and faith, complementary monarchy bound by natural law. These things we're going to discuss. Legacy, classical plus Christian theology shape modern Western political thought. So what we can learn from is here is that classical and Christian theology shape modern Western political thought. So what about the political thought we have now? It has been shaped by them. Who? This medieval thinker. So we should give a credit to them, is it not? Explain each thinker view of state and government. What did each thinker talk about the state and the government? किस बात के लिए अभी क्लास चल रहा है ना, बाद में नहीं कर सकता है. उसने आपने उसको बोला क्लास चल रहा है. बोला था. एक मिनट रुको. Unnecessary disturbance, sorry for that. Okay, so we are going to discuss each thinker view of state and government. जो state है, जो हम लोग का government है, what are their ideas about state and government? Compare their ideas of human nature. What did they talk about human nature? As we know, in political science, we study government plus we study also the human nature. So these two are very much most important component in our political science. So these are the things of today's topic and discussion. So what happened during the medieval time? So divine rights of the king. So if we see during the medieval time, the ruler who are the king have been considered as the right-hand man of God, where people believe that those are the king, because before there was no government, there was only the king rule. We know that in the histories, you know. So during that time, what happened was that there was the king, and people believed that those kings are the right-hand man of God. So the God has blessed those king, and those kings are there. Kings are right-hand man of God. So it is saying that the kings are almost same with the God. So we should respect the king. That's how it was happening during that time. Two sort, charge, spiritual, temporal, state power. So there are two types of power during that time. One is charge. Charge का power है spiritual, state का power है temporary. So these are the two types of power happening during that time. Feudalism. So during that time, one more characteristic of society in economy is feudalism. Okay, those are the rich, and those are the working feudal lords and the serfs. There are some rich class, and they hire the slave, Muni, servant, we know that. So during that time, it was there. The feudal lords are having lots and lots of land, and they hired the farmer to work there. So that kind of system was there during that medieval time. No sovereignty power dispersed among Charles, noble, and monarch. So there was power distribution. One person was not the most powerful during that time. Power was distributed between church. The church were very influential. They can take many decisions about you. They can take decision about how much tax to collect, uh, and they can take a decision about what kind of education should be given to the children. And nobles, again, rich people also having lots of power. Monarchs, so the king, they also have. So the power was distributed between these people. In present world, what we see is that the power is with the government only. The church doesn't have power now, nor the rich people. Only the government has the more power. So, but during that time, during the medieval time, the power was distributed between these all people. So we should remember that. So these are the salient features about what kind of political scenario was there during the medieval period. So more characteristic, what are happening is that, see, just a vision here. This is a government. If you see the diagram, the right side part is a government part, and the left side is a church. So these two were closely working together. Okay, one is also powerful, next is also powerful. So they were working together. Church and state coexistence of temporal and spiritual authority with conflict. So there was always conflicts that who should be powerful. If we generally in today's world, if we ask this question, like who should be more powerful, the answer I think is quite easy. People will generally say that it is the uh, church. No, it is the state which is powerful. It is the government who is more powerful than the church. The church doesn't have any power in today's world. But during that time, these things were very common, that the power was distributed between church and the state. So laws, what are the rules and regulations? Where did we get them? Divine law, customary law, Roman law, feudal law combined. So this kind of law. Now our law in India, for example, where did we get the law? Our law is from the constitution and the other, whether it is criminal code or civil code. We get the law from there. But our main source of law is our Indian constitution. I think we all know. Especially if you are the political science student, you should know about the Indian constitution, which will be starting in the later class in the next semesters. So during that time, divine law means religion law. They follow the law which is given by the religion. Customary, that means our culture, tradition. From their law, they follow Roman law. There was the Roman Empire. We all know Roman is Italy. Roman, they have a law, so they follow their law. And feudal law. Those are the rich people. They have different law again. So these are the laws which they were following during that time. Significance, what is the importance of medieval period is that we should not say that it was not important or not relevant, because they have laid the foundation of constitutional liberty and government ideas. We have a constitution, without constitution we will not have election, we will not have Lok Sabha, we will not have Rajya Sabha, we will not have any Vidhan Sabha, we will not have any Panchayat. So this government structure, where did we get? We get from the constitution. So this constitution, where did we get from? From the medieval times. So we should always give a credit to those people with whose help we have a present government structure in this functioning well. Limited government ideas. So government should be limited. We don't want government to become more powerful, is it not? If the government started checking your phone, if the government started checking your laptop, if the government started coming your house and visiting what you are eating, what you are dressing, nobody will like it. It is your private thing. So that's what limited government. Government should not cross overpower. Okay, so that's how these ideas are always we got from the medieval time. Natural law concept is, we have some natural law. We should not say that. What are the natural law? Natural life to personal life and property. Right to life and personal property. Food, clothing, shelter. This is our natural life. Natural law means natural right. If you are born as a human, you are supposed to have a property. If you are born as a human, you are supposed to have your own life. Nobody can take away your life. So this is the natural law, which no need to be written anywhere. We know. I have been born. Now I am a human. Now I have the right to live. I have the right to have a property. I have a right to food, clothing, and shelter. Basic, most important thing We need to have that. So those natural law. Just what ethical framework of the use of force. So the state can use force. We have seen when people protest and all. The government is lathi charge or what is that, pouring water on the people, those who are protesting. We have seen people sending to jail. So there is a just world theory that the government is the monopoly of violence. Government can use violence. It's not police can beat you, but can you beat the police? So that is the thing. There is a system created. It's called just war. Bridge between classical antiquity and modern political thought. So they are like a bridge, isn't it? If you want to go from one place to another place, we need a bridge. So from the ancient time and the modern time, they are in the bridge so that they can connect the modern and the ancient. They can connect together because of what? Because of medieval. So these are the things what their contribution has been in the political science and the political theory. So let's go to a thinker, Augustine. Just a picture here. See, by his dress, you can judge he was from a long, long back. Nowadays, nobody dresses like that. Maybe somebody, but I don't see much. But generally, it is a dress from the 500, 600 years ago. Okay, see in his hand, what is there? Like a bird feeder. That's like a pen. Nowadays, our pen is different, but their pen is so different during that time. So his main ideas, okay, he was more of a Christian person. His ideas were mostly about Christian ideas, okay, religious ideas, and he combined with Plato ideas. Divine illumination essential for true knowledge. So what he's saying is that if you want true knowledge, you have to be connected with the God. You have to be connected with the God if you want true knowledge, according to him. See fellow some certainty of existence amid doubt. So you may have a doubt in your life, but with your spirituality, you can be certain of your existence. You have to believe that you can exist. Believe basically in a spirituality, in a religion sense, then you can move ahead. Introspecting and God grace guides understanding. So we have to ask ourselves also this question again and again. What is this? What is that? What am I? What I am doing? So this is called introspection and God grace. We should always have a connection with the God, and God will help you to understand all the things. So these are the main ideas about Augustine. What he said. Augustine, Civitas Dei versus Civitas Terrana, city of God, city of earth. So he considered two type of places in this world. Okay, one is city of God, where it is eternal, spiritual, divine realm, true village, and salvation. That means basically he's talking about, I think, afterlife or somewhere. Like if you are truly connected with the God, अगर भगवान के साथ आप जुड़े हुए हो, so what you'll get? Eternal, permanent, spiritual, divine, true believer, and salvation. You will get free. You will have a free life. You will have a perfect life if you believe in the city of God. But if you have a city of earth, which we have now, it is the temporary, wrong, sin, and earthly desire. So these are the two types of places for us according to him. Okay, one is city of God, which is very much nice and all butterflies, all blessing, love, and care. But in the art, it's a continuous struggle, fighting, struggling, winning, losing. Okay, so these are two types of things. So his political ideas and legacy stated a progressive but natural peace. So according to him, as you know, he was kind of a religious person. So he said that state is a product of sin, sinfulness. We have sin, that's why we have the state. But it is important to be peace and other is not. So whenever there is a stealing or whenever there is a war, there is a fighting, we always call for the police, is it not? So police can bring peace and order. So state is important. State is product of sin, but it is important to be peace and order. Okay, so we can see from here is the importance of state. We cannot live without a government. If the government doesn't give you facility, it will be very hard to survive. Okay? So according to him, justice tied to Christian love and God divine law. So justice, again, see, his justice idea is different. Just before starting this class, I told you what Plato idea of justice was, is it not? And again, his idea of justice is again different. According to him, justice is to be Christian love and God divine law, to follow God's ideas and plans. That means justice, and to be believing in God. That is the justice according to him. Defended Christianized church state against paganism. So he wanted to have a kind of a state, kind of a government where there is a partnership between the church and the state. Church and the state partnership he wanted to have. Founded just theory was set Christian political thought. Okay, he again just theory, just was same, and that only the government has the power to do the war. Normal people do not have the power. So he also set the Christian political thought. Okay, so these are his ideas about state. What is we should believe in God according to him. Christian church partnership. So these are things about Augustine. Theory of knowledge and faith reason. So from where do we get knowledge? Philosophy and faith revelation. Okay, so we should understand the logic, reason, and philosophy. We should study also that we should have a belief and faith. I mean, he meant in God. So when you combine these two, you will have a true knowledge according to Aquinas. Faith and theory not antagonistic. So we should have a reason, our logical thinking, our mind going on. Also, we should have a faith and belief according to him. So that when you combine these two, you will have a fruitful life according to him. God is ultimate source of all truth and knowledge. So again, he is a supporter of God, and he said that God, we should believe in God, and God is the ultimate truth of. Okay. Ultimate source of truth and knowledge. Natural law accessible through human reasoning, divine guidance. So as I said, natural law, whatever are there, we should. How do we get the natural law? That means. So this is again this is Aquinas. Before this was Augustine was over. His okay. So again, Aquinas is a different thinker. His idea is national institution for moral development, temporal well-being, are super institutions. So both, if we compare Augustine and Aquinas, the names are same. See, both are supporting the church and state combination. So according to Aquinas, the state which we have now, Tripura state or India state or America state or China state or Japan, whatever the country state is there, they are for moral development and temporary well-being according to them, according to Aquinas. Whatever thing we are learning, whatever thing we are doing, business or job, whatever doing, it is for moral development and temporary according to him. But according to him, during that time, 600 years ago, church is more important and it guides you toward eternal salvation. It's a permanent solution and salvation, church. So according to him, they were trying to give priority of church over the state. That's what we have seen. See, medieval Europe, if you generally just visualize how it looks like this, is it not? You will see in lots of places, whether you are studying history or see, this is Rome, this is a map where it is located. This is the Europe. Holy Roman Empire, Poland, Hungary, Serbia. These are the people who have all these thoughts, whatever we are learning today from this area. Okay, and so if you see here and all, these are just a glimpse of how Europe looked. Nowadays we dress differently, we act differently, but during that time it was like this. So Aquinas' legacy, what contribution he did was, according to him, monarchy is the best government. You are political science. I don't know whether you are aware of this. What is monarchy? Monarchy means basically king rule. King, one person ruling the country. It is called monarchy. According to Aquinas, monarchy is the best. How? Monarchy should follow God rules and regulation and natural law. Whatever the natural law, right to life and personal property, as I said, it was much important to learn what is natural law. So according to Aquinas, best government is monarchy, king rule, but it should be following God principles and natural law. Good governance, to be a good government, what they should do, virtue, justice, and common welfare. So you should check around in your neighborhood whether the government is doing good or not, whether the government is giving justice to the people, where the government is giving the good qualities to the people, where the government is helping all the people to live a good life, welfare. So if you want to check whether the government is good, you should check whether he is giving all these things. So sovereignty then means independence. Okay. So what is independence according to Aquinas is that independence is rooted in people and ultimately in God. So we should have a self-independent and in the later on, again in the end, what they talk about is the God involvement in the everything. They try to involve everything with the God. Since this is Aristotelian philosophy or Christian theology, so again they were like a Christian supporter about the church and the state. This kind of pattern anymore. State has become powerful. So these are the things about Aquinas. Another thinker, Marsilius of Padua. Okay, see his picture here. Born in 1275, Padua died in 1343. His books, he have written Defense or Passes, 1324, Push and Papal Power. Advocate church state separation, popular sovereignty. So now is different. Earlier thinkers, they were Aquinas and they were a perfect state. States a lot from Aristotelian influence. So what about the state, that government that we have now? Where did it come from? First, it became a family. After that, it became a society. After that, society, after community, then we become a state. So there's how a natural evolution, which we have state now, government, or the state of Tripura, state of India, or state of England, or what is that, Australia. They are all country, but they are called as nation state in political science. Okay, state. So they came first family. How did it grow? Family, society, community, and it became a state later on. So Aristotle was the idea given. What are the good forms? So what are the good forms of government? How the government can be ruled by few people and constitution. So government organized cooperation, supplies helpfulness, tranquilitas. So the work of a government is to help people cooperate with one another, and we should not let people to become selfish. Okay, so these are the works of the government according to Marsilius of Padua. So sovereignty is a very important thing. Sovereignty means independent. Every country is independent. Entire citizen body or waiter part. So sovereignty means independent. There are legislator means who make law. Those who are the MLA and MP. They are called as legislator. So their work is they are representative of the entire body, isn't it? They represent us. Those are the MLA, those are the MP. We elect them and they represent us. So that's a part of sovereignty. Popular sovereignty means people make law, all laws accountable. So we should always remember that those who are making law in our country, in our state, we appoint them, and we should be always asking question to the rulers what they are doing, how much they are doing. So Marsilius of Padua also is a very important component. He also brought about democracy. He talked about democracy. So he is also a very main component of democracy. So these are the things what he talked about. Church versus state. Church should be more powerful, or the state should be more powerful. If you see here, church subordinate to civil authority. According to him, church should not be more powerful. the state or the government should be more powerful. Now, you also think who should be more powerful? I think naturally in today's world, we can see that civil authority or the state is more powerful than the church. Priest, spiritual guidance only no coercive power. So those are the priests, those are the religious leader or what is that? A priest means we know. So their role is only spiritual guidance. They don't have the physical power, according to Marcellus of Padua. Pave way for Protestant Reformation. So there has been a fight, or there has been a kind of a protest. Okay, it is called Protestant Revolution. So Marcellus of Padua is one of the most major component who actually was involved in this Protestant Reformation fight. So we should remember that we can learn about this Protestant Reformation. What is that? Where there is a Catholic and Baptist, they are different. I think you know that. I don't know whether you are aware, but religious side, there are two groups are there in Christianity. So Protestant was a group, and another one is Catholic. So there was a fighting. So he was a component of who led the reform. Okay. So one more most important person in political science is Niccolo Machiavelli. Is also his ideas. I like it. So I have read him a lot. So Machiavelli, he was born in 1469, died in 1527. He wrote the book The Prince and Discourses on Divide. Okay, very important. Founder of modern political realism. Okay, you will study in international politics, what is realism. To be real, to be practical. Okay. So he was a founder. So we'll study about his ideas. So his ideas, if you see, about human nature and politics. So political theory is a study of human nature and politics. If you remember in our first class, I have said in political theory, we will learn politics plus human nature, how humans behave. In our political science also, we will learn human nature and politics, how humans behave and politics. According to him, humans are selfish, ambitious, and ungrateful. According to Machiavelli, humans are selfish, think about themselves, ambitious, want to achieve big thing, and ungrateful, not thankful to the people. So according to him, virtue is skill, fortune or luck. Whether skill is important or luck is important, he also made this discussion. Politics separate from morality. Politics should not be seen whether it is good or bad. If the work is success, then it is justified according to him. Politics should not be seen whether it is good or bad. If the politics is successful, then it is a success according to him. So these are his ideas about politics and human nature. Dual morality. Okay, public morality and justify means power prefers the public action monarchy for the law maintains civic virtue. So according to him, the government can do whatever it wants to achieve its development and goal. According to him. So if you follow his idea, if government tomorrow want to destroy your house and build a factory there, will you like it? Normally, I will not like it. But he is saying that if the government want, let him do it. You cannot do anything because government is doing for your own good. So this kind of question may arise. But according to him, whatever thing government want, he should do for the development of everybody. Prefers republic discourse but accept morality for corrupt. So he supported republic. That means elected leaders. In our country it is elected leader, but in not Korea there is no elected. It is a monarchy. Not one person is ruling. There is no election. So he like election and democracy, but in a country where corruption is very high, the monarchy should be there. Okay, so you should remember this. If there is a corruption in that country, what should be there? Should there be democracy or should there be monarchy? Monarchy, go for that monarchy. Democracy will help to cut down the corruption. So remember that. Law maintains civil virtue. So he also talk about the law. Rules and regulation is very much important in anywhere. Okay, in our life also we need rules and regulation. So these are the things about his ideas. So see, lion and fox. He said, if you want to be a leader, he's talking basically to the prince means the ruler of any country, he should be lion, also a fox. He should be powerful, plus he should also be cunning. If you want to be, you have to be both. Okay, better fear than love, avoid hatred. So you should better be fear than love. Okay, to be, if somebody love you, they may unlove you any day. But if people fear you, that means they'll fear you forever. They will not stop fearing you. So according to him, there is also important. Further, real political influence Hobbes and Hegel. So Machiavelli has also influenced many thinkers who have come in the future. Hobbes and Hegel, he is a very much influential person. So these are the ideas about what is that? Machiavelli. So what we have come to discussion today is the empirical to scholastic, Aristotle, practical method, to medical, and English. So after studying Aristotle, we have learned to come to the medical intellectual rigor, intellectual thinking, more deep thinking, more logical thinking. We have come with reason and revelation. We have now come to, we should have a, what we have learned till now is that reason and logic should be there, and we should have a self questioning for revealing the truth. Power distribution was there. Two short doctrine, result, authority, conflict, burning constitutional thought. Okay, so there are two thought theory. Charge was there, state was there. There was two kind of power during the medieval time, and what did they give birth in? We found a very good thing and very much diamond and gem. There is a constitution to run the country. So there is the thing we have learned here. Epistemology unified faith and reason proven complementary both paths to receive Western knowledge. So faith and reason, according to what we have learned today, we should have a faith in God. We should also have a reason. So if we combine these two, we can see what is a Western knowledge. Governance purpose. Politics must cultivate virtue and justice, not merely enforce order. So the rule of a government is to help people to learn and gain knowledge and to give justice to the people, not just maintaining order, not just maintaining security and safety of the people. No. Yes, government police is there to maintain your safety. But government should also follow that they should bring justice and knowledge to the people. So there is also important thing to remember. So Marcellus of Padua supported people-based state and subordinate charge to the civil power. So Marcellus of Padua, as we know, he said that the church should not become more powerful than the state or the government. So there is important thing to remember. And Machiavelli said politics from Molten stresses power, virtue, and prudence. So he said in politics there is no right and there is no wrong. Whatever the government is doing, if he is doing it good for the people, then people should accept it, and the government should do it. Government should not think whether it is good or bad. Government should do only the what is important. So these are the things what we have discussed today. Aristotle today is not there, but for last class we can learn what do you mean a monarchy form of government. Okay? So we have come to the concluding part of the